and gentlemen, distinguished faculty, honored guests, class of 2009. Good afternoon. I'm so proud to have been selected by my classmates to speak in front of such an amazing audience, and so I would like to thank them for this privilege, as well as Dean Lyons for the kind introduction, and John Woolard for keeping the bar high for Haas MBAs. I would also like to thank the audience for enduring this extreme weather. If it's not too late for some advice, stay out of direct sunlight, and whatever you do, avoid black polyester. You may think it's easy for me up on the stage, but I have to tell you, the bottle of water that was under my chair could in no way be described as cold. Cool, maybe. Today I'd like to talk about the Haas family, but before I start, I would like to give tribute to a member of the Haas family we lost this year, Bill Sonnenschein. Bill Sonnenschein, whose commitment to our public speaking skills means that any of my classmates could be in my shoes right now. I'm sure we all remember the moment we were asked to join the Haas family. For me, it was just over 2 years ago when I got the call from Cindy Jennings in the admissions office. I was living at that time in the Republic of Chad, and yes, that is a real country. And I was considering taking a job in Somaliland, which I'm pretty sure is not a real country. My 3 years in sub-Saharan Africa was an extraordinary experience. In this time, I worked to introduce fuel-efficient stoves in Chad and Rwanda, and I helped extend credit to women's groups to grow their businesses in Mauritania. And it was there that I learned that the entrepreneur's instinct to innovate and prosper is present even in the most difficult of circumstances. I also learned that if I had more skills, more knowledge, and a more powerful network, that I could make a bigger impact. My life changed abruptly when I got the call from Haas. In a matter of weeks, I went from visiting refugee camps to attending math camp. Besides saving me from a job in Somaliland, Haas gave me the opportunity to watch 240 individuals from around the world become a family. I would like to share some of my highlights. Our class Google group grew from 0 to more than 7,000 messages, of which I wrote more than any other of my classmates, except for John Woods. Through this forum, we became a family before we had even met, discussing how to find housemaids, financial calculators, and even how many Haas business cards to order. I counted this morning. I still have 857 of the 1,000 cards that I ordered. We witnessed the addition of so many beautiful baby boys and baby girls to the Haas family, some of whom are already walking, talking, and correcting their parents' English. Incidentally, the World Bank just released a report, and the Haas fertility rate has now surpassed that of Burkina Faso. We enjoyed the hard work of our Haas entrepreneurs, eating custom granola from Moja Mix, wearing custom t-shirts from Marine Layer, and taking enough online surveys to create market research data for 10 years of Haas startups. We also demonstrated our creativity at the O-Week Olympics, at the walk-off party, at the Haas Talent Show, and some of us even showed our creativity on our statistics final exam. But perhaps the most memorable highlight for me was the day before our first day of class, when I celebrated my 30th birthday with hundreds of my new friends and classmates at the first Ashby house party. That night, Adrian pulled me and Lissa Wilson together and said, "You two should get married and make babies." We had only just met, but it turned out that the suggestion was a good one. Lissa and I are getting married in September. When I walked across this stage 10 years ago to accept my bachelor's degree in political science, I could not calculate free cash flow. or prepare an income statement. I still can't do those things. But I have learned a few things in these past 2 years. I've learned that Haas MBAs seek adventure in everything they do. I've learned that Haas MBAs care about profits and ethics. And I've learned that Haas MBAs will drink cups of beer with ping pong balls floating in them. In short, I've learned that my classmates are so bright, so ingenious, and so hardworking that sometimes it makes me want to take a nap. Many commencement speeches urge graduates to follow their dreams, and for good reason. I firmly believe that if you have the ability to do what you really want with your life, and you don't do it, it will slowly eat away at your soul. I know I'm preaching to the choir, you wouldn't be here if that weren't the case, but I still think it's worth reminding you. And so I would ask all of us to review the career goals essays that we wrote. And if you're not about to start doing what you said you were going to do, you'd better have a good reason for that. Maybe your career goals have changed. Maybe you need additional experience. Or maybe there's just a little bit of fear holding you back. But as someone once said about fear, until you have the courage to lose sight of the shore, you will never know the terror of being forever lost at sea. But thanks to the Haas family, we will never be lost at sea. As we spread out across the globe and into every industry and every job function, I know that we will help each other as we start new companies, go to new jobs, and embark on new adventures. I know that I will be calling on all of you, especially if I have to ever write an income statement. I wish you all success and happiness in your future. And in the spirit of pursuing your dreams, I would like to close with some thoughts from the unofficial song of the Haas Class of 2009. Don't stop believing. Hold on to that feeling. Thank you very much, and congratulations.